Wukong deserve to be Game of the Year? What are your thoughts? Well, today I thought about it. If you ask me the simple answer, I'm probably gonna say yes. Well, there are plenty of games in 2024 that looks very promising, and some of them look like good contenders, like Helldivers 2 for example, Final Fantasy VII Rebirth. I really like Dragon's Dogma 2, but I don't think it actually deserved a Game of the Year. It was a good game though. Stellar Blade 2, well, I decided not to play it eventually. I was quite surprised of myself, but still, don't think it deserves it. Astrobot also coming very soon, and of course there are many other games. But the thing is that I think Black Myth Wukong really stood up from the rest. Now for those who think that the game is too difficult and this is not a good contender for the Game of the Year, let's not forget Elden Ring of course. And as you know, Elden Ring took the Game of the Year in 2022, followed by Baldur's Gate in 2023, Baldur's Gate 3. Now checking Steam right now, I put 130 hours, a bit more, on the game, on Black Myth Wukong, so I can share my opinion with you. I can't talk on the other games that I haven't played, but definitely, in my opinion, Black Myth Wukong deserves to be Game of the Year, and I'm going to share with you the reasons why. First of all, although there are things that are common in other games, and sometimes you're going to say that are overlapping some things related to Souls-like games, it feels fresh. And actually I really like the idea that I don't really need to spend time farming or need to go through lots of tough small enemies like I've done in Souls game. I can jump and focus more on the boss fights, and there are lots of boss fights, and I really like that idea. I really enjoyed it. The other thing I think is the visuals. I think it's the visuals. This is, in my opinion, one of the most beautiful games that I've ever played. It absolutely looks amazing, and all thanks to Unreal Engine 5. This is one of these games that really demonstrate the capabilities of Unreal Engine 5. It really allows developers to create really beautiful cinematic, superbly highly detailed worlds. I mean, I have to tell you, it just blew my mind away. Seriously, the game looks insane. The other thing are the boss fights. Yeah, there are some boss fights that I liked more than others for sure. Quite a few that I didn't like. Nonetheless, there were plenty of them. Somebody mentioned like there are in total close to 80 boss fights. But again, the variation, it felt different and unique because again, each one offers something different. I also really like the Chinese cultural settings here. There are beautiful architectural and scenic details, and the characters themselves felt something fresh again, unique and original. So in many areas, again, the combination of course of fantasy, and also sometimes you feel like you are on a trip into, back into ancient China, and it felt incredible. Now, although Black Myth Wukong is based on the iconic character Sun Wukong from the classic Chinese novel Journey to the West, I haven't read the novel itself, but still there are things, the way the game presented itself in terms of the different dialogue and cutscenes, that you feel connected to it. Not deeply, but still there's some connection, and it's done well in this game. I'm pretty sure if you know and read the novel, you'll be even more immersed. This is something, by the way, happened to me with Elden Ring and other games that I really didn't understand completely what's going on, but the beats themselves in different elements in the story, when they happened, they were quite fascinating. So again, being able to understand some of the context of what's happening still felt good, and because it's designed well, even for those who haven't read the novel, they still can enjoy part of understanding what's going on. Now regarding the combat, well, it might be a mixed bag, because again, it is limited in the amount of things you have compared to other action RPGs, and for example compared to Elden Ring, because again, this is the weapon that you have, the stuff. But again, different stuffs that you find are going to have some different attributes, so goes for the armor and other type of items that you have, so you can create really interesting and unique builds. But again, the game is limited in this aspect. Now that being said, I think that for considering the limitation, the combat felt incredible. It felt really good, tight, like I really like, by the way, in Souls-like game for example. It just felt great. I really like the ability to basically dodge and have it in perfect dodge. There's no parry here, but the dodge just felt amazing, and there are lots of things you can actually use to create a really fun build. It makes combat overall very, very satisfying. Simple overall, but very satisfying. So it feels kind of something in between in the hack and slash. It's not an hack and slash game, but hack and slash and something that is more Souls-like, something there in the middle, more towards the Souls-like, and that's why I think I enjoyed it, because I like hack and slash. Sometimes just want to hit with the light attack and a bit of heavy and call it a day, but if I want something more advanced, I have the option to do it again. It's still limited, but super fun overall. Really enjoy the combat. Now the voice line, I play both in English and Chinese. The game felt amazing in Chinese, very authentic, and the moment I change to Chinese, I stay with it. Some of the voice lines are incredible. I still listen to one of my shorts on my channel because I just enjoy it so much. Wow, that sounds so cool. It felt incredible. But by the way, look at the details. It's amazing in this game. Now the other thing is challenge. Now I love challenging games, and I think that the game was challenging but fair. What I like basically in Souls-like game, and again I'm not going to talk about again, there are similarities for sure when it comes to a game like that, and if you ask me to describe it the best way so you can understand what it's gonna be for you if you play a game like that, I would probably put the word Souls-like in, although again there are things of course that are different compared to Souls games. But basically, as a fan of the Souls-like genre, or Soulsborne genre, I really was enjoying that I have a game that is challenging, and I really felt great satisfaction after finishing some of the tough bosses. So again, this just got an extra score for me. Also, different areas in the game felt really unique and fresh, especially the icy area that I really loved, so the desert. Designed very well, so when you go to different chapters, you're gonna see new areas, new enemies. It felt great. The other thing is that there are lots of secrets in this game, and the game is not, this is not an open world game, and one of the things that I didn't like that much is the basically invisible walls. It took me time to get used to it, and I still felt like, wow, I want to go there, but I can't. Always invisible walls. But again, at some point, of course, I got used to it, and again, it's straight to the point, boss rush, so I definitely understand the design and the way they want you to present it as a kind of a big, beautiful world. As you can see, it's just beautiful. You're still immersed in it, but it's more focused, of course, on the action rather than exploration. But what I wanted to say that even with that limited settings, still, there are lots of mysteries to find. So it still felt that the design is so well, because still, you're gonna find lots of things, and you get rewarded for actually exploring and solving those some of them cryptic side quests. And oh boy, the best thing actually are the ones that you find in secret areas. I didn't know that there's a blacksmith until I finished the game. Of course I didn't know the playthrough to find other secrets and then read guides, but still the mystery was there and exciting, and the sense of exploration and rewarding you for exploration was still there. Although again, this is not an open world game, so still I think with the limitations, it was designed very well in that aspect. And I also paid attention to the animation, which felt very fluid. Again, it's very important for the combat system to be designed with fluidity and precision, with a seamless transition between attacks and dodges. Overall, it designed very well and really felt great. I'm really sensitive to that in many games, and sometimes I feel like, when it's a bit too clunky and it doesn't perform well, so you don't really feel that I'm connected with the fight, it was designed very well here. I also felt with the protagonist Wukong, I felt like a complex and well-developed character that allowed me and other players, of course, to connect with the journey, so you don't feel like the character is flat and not interesting. And later on, we're gonna have your buddy, Budgie, which is so cute and so much fun, and he helps you in certain fights and fight with you. Also, really nice addition. Makes it really fun not to do all the journey all alone. Now, in terms of replay value, I'm sure there are many players who will just finish one go and that's about it. I did more, and the fact that I did more, by the way, in Elden Ring, for example, I think I did like 3 or 4 playthroughs, which is, again, I'm not a person who does many playthroughs. I enjoy playing so many games. I don't even have time to do a game again, unless I really, really, really enjoyed it. I mean, that says something. So here, I'm doing my, I did New Game Plus, then I got a save for New Game Plus 4, but still, I did it one time and second time, and already starting my third very soon. Now, the game is very well optimized, at least as it was for me, and considering how beautiful it looks, I actually didn't expect it to be to run well. I'm playing on the PC. I didn't know if to buy it on the PlayStation 5 or on the PC, and decided to get it on the PC. And if it run beautifully, fluidly, I need to change a bit some of the settings to make it run in better frame rates, but overall, again, very well optimized right from the start. Improved even later after I downloaded the updated NVIDIA driver. Yeah, satisfied with that. So when you take everything into account, it's a very well-rounded gaming experience for me, with stunning visual, engaging combat, immersive storytelling, and variety of features that cater to different player preferences. But also, again, for those who love action RPG games, for those who love Souls-like games. And again, I know the game was hyped a lot, but I think I actually delivered, and delivers in so many aspects of the game. That's what makes the game so much fun for me. Very atmospheric and fun, and combat is fun. Game looks incredible. I'm really immersed with the game throughout, really. And of course, after discovering more things, even more. So considering everything they said, I think that this game, Black Myth Wukong, deserves to be Game of the Year. Now, there are already people mentioning there's going to be even 2 DLCs, that it will make it even longer. They mentioned something, again, this is unofficial, but something around 13 chapters, which is again even more than twice what we have now, which is 6. So yeah, hopefully this will be crazy. So I love the game, and definitely this should definitely be a contender for Game of the Year. And yeah, for the developers, I hope they take it, because the game really deserves that. What are your thoughts in the comment section below? Do you think this game deserves to be Game of the Year or not? Reasons in the comment section below. Thanks for watching.
Do you too desire that which they ceaselessly hold dear?